Hiya folks, today we're in Waltham Abbey, which before 1974 was known as the parish of the Waltham Holy Cross and is also the resting place of King Harold. Without further ado, put your best foot forward and enjoy the video. This is the Epping Forest Museum. This contains the oak wood panelling from the Abbey house, which we'll see the remains of later. Well worth a visit. There's the entrance. So then we're going to walk down, carry on walking down Sun Street. You've got a load of good mix of shops down here. You've got local boutiques. You've got some of your main shops as well. Just about halfway along Sun Street now. And this is where east meets west, or does west meet east? Anyway, this is where the Greenwich Meridian comes through here. So it's about halfway down Sun Street, straight through. Marketplace now. It's quite early, so it hasn't quite got going yet. The local stall holders. This takes place on a Tuesday and a Saturday. Loads of fresh food and produce. There we go. This is the Welsh Harp pub. Just going to go underneath this archway here. This is quite ornate. This leads into the main abbey. We're going to come back here later. Just going to walk around the edges. We're going to visit King Harold's tomb, or final resting place, should I say. That's just over there. We'll do that later. Anyway, we'll continue our walk. Main entrance to the Abbey was constructed in 1369. The smaller arch on the left would have been for people, whereas the larger arch on the right there, that would have been for horse-drawn carts, etc. If you come through, it's actually built of several stones and bricks, if you like. You've got the Essex bricks there. Then if you just come further along, that's actually stone. These Essex bricks were made to last. They feel pretty good now, actually. So if you're going to build a house, I think build it with Essex bricks. Definitely made to last. What a spectacular building. Got St George's flag flying up there as well. Got a good set of doors there. I do like a good set of doors. Good bit of wood. It's almost, although it's a church, it looks almost fortified. It looks, it's shut. It's actually absolutely glorious inside. I've been to a wedding. It's really nice stained glass windows. There's the Welsh Harp, which we walked through earlier. Alright, let's go round here. Should be King Harold's resting place. Look at that building, that's built to last, that's built to last. There's a lot of discussion in the air, people talking. After the exhumed King Richard's remains in Leicester car park, they're now talking about Harold's remains here. I mean, this supposedly so is the place where he was laid to rest soon after the Battle of Hastings in 1066. But people are saying, is it really here? There's actually put a nice bouquet of flowers there in remembrance of King Harold. That's quite nice. So if you could imagine, this church you see behind us, this would have stretched originally right the way back here. This would have been the high altar, and this is where they actually buried Harold. As it's gone through the times, the church has been dismantled, made smaller, if you like. And just over the back here would have been the monasteries. This part of the grounds is known as the cloister passage. You would have gone through this to get into the cloisters. It's an interesting point of note about this part of it. This was actually used to store potatoes in 1936. I know it sounds odd. Look up there, you can see the remains. You would have come through here. Just up there, you can't probably see it, that's the remains of some steps. So this is the passage to the cloisters viewed from the other side. And here's another one of those holes in the wall. There's loads of them around here. You just walking, it's like a labyrinth of walkways and medieval remains. This is where I was talking about earlier about the Abbey House, Waltham Abbey House. It was built after the dissolution of the church here. All the monasteries were destroyed or taken down. Sir Edward Denny had close contacts with Henry VIII that rebuilt or repurposed. He used the materials from the destroyed abbey and built the house here. Just in front you can see this is where the actual fireplace of the house was. And apparently there was a lot of wood recovered, and you can see that in the museum. Yeah, I find it fascinating. I keep going on about it, but it's unbelievable. All this still remains. There's actually loads and loads of walks just on the outside of the abbey here. You can walk round. I've just come through here. This is actually part of the River Lee, believe it or not. And the ducks are having a wonderful time here. I think they want some bread. They're not going to get any because I haven't got any, unfortunately. Oh no, there's a bit of courtship going on as well, so I better leave them to it. There we go, that'll go into the main River Lee this side. Just over here is where the Cornmill stream enters the abbey. Dates back to about 1086. It's actually mentioned in the Domesday book. It actually supplied the power for the local cornmills and hence got its name. It comes in the abbey here. And throughout the Abbey you can see it as it meanders its way through. Just followed the Cornmill stream around the outskirts of the Abbey here, and I've come across this stony bridge. It's what's known as a stony bridge. For a time it was known as Harold's Bridge, but it was actually built 300 years after his death. So this would have been used to carry a pathway across or a road. This also looks like it's been fed by the Cornmill stream at one stage. It's still pretty wet here. There's a walkway across. But do be careful if you come here, because there's a couple of stones missing. You'll end up in, I say, my normal saying is you end up in the drink, you'll end up in a swamp. I'm not sure what's actually happened here. Anyone knows, pop it in the comments below. Folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to check out my other videos. I've got the outreaches of Waltham Abbey as well, that might interest some of you. Anyway, I think I better get home now. I think it's just started raining. Stay safe and see you on the next video. Bye.